the pines have started to break bud here in Tennessee, and for the most part, that's a good thing. Although I think the Vanderwolf pyramid has a tendency to break bud too early. You can see these candles it's sending up here. I think these have actually been cold damaged, because that happened several weeks ago, and there's been a few below freezing periods here. So I believe the Vanderwolf pyramid, whether or not it's Pinus flexilis or Pinus strobiformis, there's a little debate about what it is. I believe it comes from the mountains of the American Southwest, where it probably stays consistently cold due to the elevation until springtime. And it always gets fooled by these early warm spells in Tennessee, it seems. And this is not the first time this has happened. Now let's take a look at the other native southeastern pines that seem to be doing a lot better. This is the spruce pine, Pinus glabra, and you can see it's putting on prolific growth. This pine has been a big surprise on the positive side, and positive surprises are hard to come by in the evergreen collection these days, so I'm more positive than ever about that species of Pinus glabra if you can find it. I believe I purchased this online from mailordernatives.com about a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. And it's getting to be a nice little tree here. Next to that, the Middle Tennessee native pine, Virginia pine, Pinus virginiana, has started to put on growth. And this tree is an extremely vigorous grower as well, which makes a lot of sense considering it's native to this exact region. You can find it growing on hilltops and bluffs around here. Pretty sparsely located around here. It's not common, but you can find it. So it's well adapted. Pitch pine, Pinus rigida, is also on the move. Starting to send up those candles. A lot of sap on the pitch pine. Probably not a surprise given the name. And these are native to Tennessee as well, in the eastern part of the state, but not around here. But the climate is not different enough to really make that much of a difference. Here's the slash pine. Whoops, lost the top of it there. Actually, I had two slash pines, and they both were bowed over to the ground by an ice storm. Because when I received them from forestfarm.com, they were just these super long stalks. You can go back and review the video. I don't know what they were doing when they grew them, but they just grew them insanely tall and vertical, and the end result is a tree that could not withstand an ice storm. So I ordered a new slash pine. I think it's from Plant Divine, maybe. You have to search online. I think there are a couple different places online you can find slash pine for mail order delivery. And the new one's going to be smaller, and I think that's going to give it a chance to grow more normally. So, bad news, did have to remove the two slash pines because of ice damage. But that's par for the course for this difficult winter. And it's off to the races for the loblolly pine, already sending up healthy candles. We had a bout of cold weather that saw the temperature drop to 20 degrees the other day. I'm sure that will have zero effect on the loblolly. It seems to be impervious to everything nature can throw at it. There was an ice storm, snowstorm. It bowed the branches down a little bit, but they seem to have mostly bounced back. And it reminds me I should probably plant more of this tree because it's rock solid. Fantastic tree. Loblolly pine, Pinus taeda. Very encouraging signs on the longleaf pine, Pinus palustris. Not only does it look like it's going to put on a ton of growth this year, based on this leader candle, there's also a few small side branches happening this year. One there, took the backside, one there, and even further down the branch, that one. Oh yeah, and I guess that's about it. 3 or 4 branches. The point is, it's transitioning from the bottle brush stage to the candelabra stage. And that's a good thing because that's going to let it bulk up in terms of trunk thickness and foliage density. And that's going to lead to a stronger longleaf pine. In theory, it would be susceptible to ice storms because the long needles can hold a lot of ice. But I think that if it starts to branch early and thicken up, it should be able to withstand it because the wood is super strong on the longleaf pine.